Everybody knows that the best burgers start with the best meat cooked over smoky coals, but toppings make it better. So I first got turned on to sweet pickle relish on a burger by going to a burger joint with bottomless steak fries. And it took me a while before I realized why that burger was so good. The patty wasn't that great, but the sweet pickle relish knocked it over the park, and that's why I want to show you how to make this one so you can take your burgers to the next level. And this recipe also comes in handy if you're ever invited to a barbecue where you know that they're going to serve some of those frozen hockey puck hamburgers. And most people who serve those kind of hamburgers are going to be more than happy to have you bring your own toppings that you can share with everybody else. So with that, I'm going to show you how to make it, and it all started with me not picking my cucumbers for way too long, and they got too big for fresh eating. A couple of these cucumbers were over a foot long, and they should have been picked a few days ago. To make it easy for you, I put the recipe down in the description below. To prepare the cucumbers, I cut off the ends, and then I split them in half. The big cucumbers have really big seeds that don't go very well in the relish, so I remove them with a spoon. That wasn't necessary for the smaller ones, but you could remove those too if you wanted to. I chopped them up into small pieces until I had about 7 cups. And then I added 1 whole diced sweet onion. You could also add a red bell pepper for some extra color. Add in some kosher salt and add cold water until the cucumbers are completely covered. Cover it up for 2 hours at room temperature before draining it and rinsing them well. To make the brine, I added apple cider vinegar, mustard seeds, and sugar before boiling the whole thing for about 10 minutes. Once it's done, let it cool in some glass jars. And one important tip is to always make the sweet relish before you need it. You put it in the fridge for about 24 hours to let it pickle a little bit more, but if you let it go for 2, 3, 4 days, it's gonna be a lot better. And now for the important part, and that is the burger. I made my own patties using 80/20 grass-fed beef for maximum flavor. The kettle is set up for indirect cooking with about a half a chimney of charcoal banked on one side. This gives you a cold side to retreat to if your charcoal is too hot. I put the burgers directly over the coals for a few minutes, and then I gave them a quarter turn to help them cook more evenly. After a few more minutes, give them a flip, and then add your favorite cheese. I'm using cheddar, and I gave it plenty of time to melt. Toasted buns are a must, and when the burger reached 160 degrees Fahrenheit, I was ready to put it all together. Put the sweet relish on top of the burger to avoid soggy buns. You'll be rewarded with a sweet and sour combo that goes great with your perfectly cooked burger. And a good burger can be made even better with the right toppings, and that is one of the reasons why I like this sweet pickle relish on top of mine.